Alrighty. Hi everyone, I'm Darian. I've been wanting to do a video like this for quite some time and I've just been waiting for the right point in my life to make this video. So I'm going to talk about St. George's University in Grenada. I know a lot of people have their kind of stereotypes about Caribbean medical schools, and I just want to give you a little bit of a background why I chose SGU, the MSAP program, especially during COVID times, even though we're kind of getting towards the end with vaccinations appearing and everything, lots of things are still virtual and online. So to give you a little bit of background about me, I graduated with my Bachelor of Science from Bethel University back in 2018 with my biology degree. And I was applying to medical schools then, kept applying, and was getting rejected after rejection. And a lot of it had to do with my MCAT scores, and I knew that. So in order to kind of beef up my resume, I did go and obtain my master's degree in medical science from Liberty University, and I went ahead and applied, but my MCAT scores still weren't strong enough. So I was getting ready to apply again this cycle for next year, and I really had a long debate and talk with myself. I was kind of at a standstill of whether I was going to study and retake the MCAT again, or go with SGU and kind of get started earlier and get started on the path that I wanted. I've been doing this now for 4 years, which is the amount of time that I could have already graduated med school. So it was a really important decision for me. And what I will say is, if you have done everything that you can and you do not want to waste any more time, or you are just not feeling up to applying for another cycle, it is something to look into. It's not for everyone. I know my choice came just from my own personal life experiences, and that was a choice that I made independently and on me, and it did work out. So the MSAP program is a program that you get put into if they decide after your interview. So after my interview, I was placed in an MSAP program to basically see if I can handle the 4-week intensive medical school course load and be accepted into term 1. So I did end up passing it. I was accepted into term 1. To kind of go through the weeks, week 1 was pretty basic. It wasn't a lot of work. Had some lecture videos. You would meet up in a tutoring session if you wanted to. It was optional. And then you would take your exam at the end of the week. So you have an exam every single week. Week 2 was absolutely terrible with the amount of information. We had the full-on typical glycolysis and metabolism combined with musculoskeletal. So we were learning all, the innervations and origins and everything of the different muscles. So things that you've gone through with your undergrad studies, but kind of on steroids in this point, especially when you're learning it in a 5-day span and then you're testing on it at the end of the week. Week 3 and 4 were not so bad. We were prepping for the final at the end of the week. And so, it's a course load that's doable, and I think I have to give credit to the MSAT program because I just started term 1 today, so I'm really happy. But I do have to give credit because it really sets you up for going into term 1, especially SGU, knowing what's coming, knowing how they test, and it was very beneficial to me. I know that everything that I went through in MSAP kind of has repeated itself for term 1, and now I just get a little bit more time to learn it. So if you get placed in MSAP, don't be discouraged. It is something that is well worth your time and is going to help you in the long run. So term 1, I can't really say too much on it since it was my first day. I had my first few lectures this afternoon, and I was really excited about those. I'll try to keep up with videos the best I can to update you guys because I know it's really hard sometimes to find videos on the Caribbean med schools or a new student perspective, especially when you're looking towards here. You don't want to log online and go to the Student Doctor Network or Reddit and just kind of get tore down. I don't believe that you should be tore down for going to Caribbean medical school, and I don't believe it makes you any less of becoming a doctor if you do go Caribbean. So again, it's just a personal choice. I hope to keep updating videos. Drop your questions in the comments. I'm happy to answer those and just take you guys on the journey with me as a first-year med student and as a Caribbean med student. So hopefully you guys will enjoy my channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.